Well, good morning, everyone. It is 8 o'clock, and I decided I wanted to play some Final Fantasy VI. It's going to be a day full of chaos. I know we've got a number of people streaming later on today. Josh has his new game and is currently asleep, so I figured what better time than get some early morning Final Fantasy VI madness in. So yesterday we left off with going through the cave to visit the Espers in their Esper world. Did not go well. They were unleashed and did not seem happy. So we're currently without an airship outside of the city of Vector. And I think that's the very quick update. That's what we did yesterday. So I'm going to jump in for a bit. Hope you've all got your coffee. I've got my Nereza Chaos mug, very fitting for today. So, yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. Give me just 1 second here. Okay. Alright, so here's where we left off. We're in Vector. Used to be very unfriendly. Now it seems pretty much on fire.
Listen, youngsters, please don't give up.
Well, that's nice. She heals us now. Don't really think... Can we buy anything new? What in the world happened? What happened here? Wait, did the Espers do this? No, they couldn't have. Let's see what kind of shape the palace is in. I think this is where I started to go yesterday, but then had dinner. What do we got here? The Emperor is expecting you. This way, please. My first time actually being inside the Imperial Palace. We've seen inside a bit of this at the beginning of the game, but this is the first time we've been here. I've lost my will to fight. The Emperor's had a change of heart. Sid, the Espers came to save their friends. When they learned that none of them were alive, they ravaged the entire city. Their shrieks of rage will haunt me forever. We're hanging up our weapons for good. The war is over. The power of those Espers, I had no idea. They'll destroy the entire world if we don't do something. We're utterly helpless against them. We must find a way to calm their rage. We should have never lust after power we lack the means to control. Friends, let us speak more over dinner tonight. There are still some soldiers who'd prefer to keep fighting. Please, talk to as many of them as you can before dinner. Make them understand. So if I remember correctly, you can get some pretty cool goodies here. And yeah, we want to try and find them. So give me 1 second here. Okay, so it doesn't really matter if we do it, but all right. I think you have 4 minutes until dinner. Please talk to as many soldiers as you can. Okay. Okay, so that does pause it. Okay. The war's over. The imprisoned... I'm not going to read everything here because I've got a time limit. And I don't know... Okay, we're going to ignore that. Go up the stairs. Okay, so right now we're just trying to talk to everybody, and then we'll do some exploring, a little bit of the palace. Okay, this guy isn't happy. Okay, there's 11. Okay, that's good. Oh man, that is a lot of people in here. Nope, that guy's not happy. Poo on peace. Love it. That was probably my favorite one so far. Poo on peace. We'll come back and do that. think that might be... I'm trying to remember the total number that we can actually even talk to. So, I think there are 24 total. Who did we miss? This should be Kefka in here. Is there someone else? Yep, there he is.
Gah! How dare they put me in a place like this? Humph! I just can't believe it.
Alright.
What a bore.
I don't know who, if there are 24, who we would have missed. Do a quick run through. And then we should get to the dinner. We talked to him. Maybe I didn't talk to both. Did I talk to him? Yep. 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 Oh, maybe this guy. No, I did talk to him. Yeah, I don't know, y'all. Talk to all of them. Oh, I wonder if there's one in bed. Looks like there's one not moving around. Yep. There we go. Found him. Alright, so we've got all 24. That evening, a banquet was held with the Emperor. This way, please. At last, we can all be together, sharing a meal at the same table. Let us make a toast. To what shall we raise our glasses? So what's going on here, too, just for those who haven't played before, there's going to be a series of choices, and if you correctly guess, they're worth various points. You don't know what they are, but I want to get all the goodies, so I've got pulled up the best answers. So, to what shall we raise our glasses? We are going to go to our homelands. Well then, to our homelands. As you may know, I've imprisoned Kefka for his crime of using poison against Doma. What do you think should be done with him? We are going to leave him in jail. I see. Well, let's have him stew in his cell for a while. Then we can decide what to do. I am truly sorry about what occurred in Doma. No one ever dreamed Kefka would use poison. We're going to be direct. That was inexcusable. I'm terribly sorry about what was done. I promise to punish Kefka severely and to work to eradicate poisons from the world. And by the way, with regard to General Celis. Celis is one of us. And Kefka was lying. General Celis realized the lunacy of this war long before I did and went over to your side. Was there anything else you wanted to ask? Alright, so each one here We can get 2 points if we ask, but we don't want to ask it twice or we're going to lose some points. So let's start with, why did you start the war?
It was all the result of my foolish lust for power. I've come to my senses now. With your permission, I'd like to move on to discussing the Espers.
I still have a few things to ask. Why do you want peace now?
Because I now believe that working together is our only hope.
Why did we have to talk to your men?
Some of my men still do not believe that we should have ended the war. I felt they might better understand if they could meet you face to face.
Alright, so we've asked all the questions, so let's go on to them.
The Empire has been ravaged by the Espers that emerged from the sealed gate. They're just too powerful. If we don't do something, they'll tear the entire world apart.
They have gone a bit too far.
When the Espers came through on their rampage, all of my ambitions faded in an instant. Now, I find myself asking why I ever wanted that much power in the first place. Of course, there is no excuse for the atrocities I committed in the name of conquest. By the way, what was that first question you asked me a minute ago? That's right.
Give me 1 second.
I truly desired peace. I want you to understand that.
You must be getting tired. Why don't we take a short break? So sure, let's take a quick break. I think there's a Imperial Elite. And if we can do this battle in under 2 minutes, we're gonna get a bonus, which I think we won't have a problem doing. Oh man, his chainsaw missed. Like, never happened.
Just as we thought.
Alright. I think we're ready to continue. I hope we're truly able to bring about peace. Oops. Resume the conversation?
Yes. Is there anything you wish to hear me say?
We're gonna say that your war is truly over.
All right. I swear, right here and now, that there will be no more fighting. And now, I have a favor to ask. After they attacked us, the Espers flew off northward, towards Crescent Island. We have no way of knowing when they'll decide to go on another rampage. We need to find them and convince them to set aside their aggression before that happens. But, considering all that the Empire has done to them, I doubt they'll be willing to listen to us. That's why I need Terra's help. Terra is the only one who can bridge the gap between human and Esper. I have a Magitech armor transport ship moored in the port of Albrook. I had hoped to send it to Crescent Island with all haste. Would you please go on board? Yes. I'll have my top general and some of his troops accompany you as well. General Leo.
I'm General Leo. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Didn't I see that guy in Doma? Oh, right. He's the one with principles. So, that's General Leo, huh? I'll be waiting for you in Albrook. Please, find the Espers and convince them to cease their attacks. You're our only hope. If Terra goes, I go.
Lucky, thank you.
The rest of you, stay here. I smell a rat. As do I. It's hard to just trust the Empire like that. We shall remain here and watch for anything out of the ordinary. Thanks. You'll be our eyes and ears. Keep your guard up. Right. You be careful too. Give me one quick second. I kind of hastily decided to do this today, and I want my laptop. Okay. So now we can go walk around the palace and get all of those treasure chests that we did not do when we were trying to make sure we got to talk to all the people. All right. So let us go. Oh, you know, and I know better. I should probably equip them. Yep, so I had unequip. Although I'm not going to be able, it looks like they didn't audit, yeah. See, I can't put on sprint shoes and that kind of stuff. That's why it's generally good in this game to have a few things of stuff you like. But that's okay. Let's just go with that for right now. I don't know if we'll be doing much battling. Probably not in here, but let's make sure he's got an Esper. Anyways, we'll give him that so he can learn some Cure. I bear a message from the Emperor. Due to your decorum at tonight's banquet, and your grace in speaking to our soldiers beforehand, the Emperor has decided upon the following. All Imperial troops will be withdrawn from South Figaro immediately. In addition, Imperial forces will be withdrawn from the Kingdom of Doma. We will also unlock the armory at the Imperial Observation Post to the east. That was that room with all those treasure chests. That's pretty sweet. You are welcome to any of the weapons and armor within. And this is a personal gift from the Emperor. Obtained a tintabellum. Finally, I was told to give you this because of your impeccable behavior at dinner. Obtained a ward bangle. Now, if you'll excuse me. So that's where that all came in. Hey, morning, Gino. Yeah, I just decided to have dinner with the Emperor to start off my morning. So there's a series of questions he asks you, and he has you run around talking to his soldiers, and it's one of those things that is like a hidden number system. You can get between 0 and 93 points, and we got the maximum because I looked up a few things. So we talked to all these soldiers. A few of them fought us, And yeah, so I just decided randomly, since Josh is streaming, or I'm streaming, Josh is sleeping, to do some streaming this morning. Yeah, it's a neat mechanic, and you know, back in the day when this game first came out, you couldn't easily just pop on the internet and look it up. That was like a 30-minute ordeal, so I don't know that I've actually ever done that perfectly until right now. So, Elbric's a port town to the south of the Empire. The plan is to leave for Crescent Island from Albric on a transport ship carrying Magitech armor. We'll keep a close watch on the Empire. You deal with the Espers. So right now we met with the Emperor. He's saying that the war is over. We don't fully believe him. He's got Kefka locked up. We'll go see if Kefka is saying anything new here. Yeah, Nintendo Power. I still remember being in like 2nd grade and reading the Nintendo Power for Super Mario 2 or something like that, and it talked about all the secrets and was so cool. Yep, there's Kefka.
Gah! How dare they put me in a place like this? Humph! I just can't believe it.
And I forget if you were around yesterday, Gino, when I decided that my voice inspiration for Kefka is the Sicilian guy, what's his name, Vicente or something from Princess Bride, if you've ever seen it. The
Inconceivable!
That's what it ended up turning out like.
What a bore!
I will never be able to forgive Kefka. Yeah, I have to try and remember, like, my voices for this game because there are so many, so that's what I pegged him to. We know that Celis is Miss Piggy Marge. Terra is just me trying to talk high pitch. There was also, when you go around talking to the guards, one who is on the toilet when you find him, and when you talk to him, he says, "Poo to peace," and battles you. He was probably my favorite soldier. They have some good little, funny things like that in this game. Oh, there's the Emperor just chilling on his balcony.
General Leo will wait for you in Albrook. Please go with him to Crescent Island and find those Espers.
Little throne room. This is the room in the beginning of the game, I believe, where we see Terra with the mind control crown. Maybe a scene with Celis in there too. Just grabbing some treasure chests real quick, and then one of our gifts was that room with all the treasure chests in the observation post area is now unlocked for us. Yeah, the poo on peace guy was right here. Let's see if he's still on the toilet. Nope, he's all done. Although you can interact with the toilet here. Now he just hops up on this thing to do whatever he was doing there. That's... I would think you would just keep the sprite like this, but... Well, he's off the toilet, and there was a guard who was in bed here, so... Hopefully their days are going better than a few minutes ago when I saw them. Alright. I believe that that is everything we can do in the palace. We need to go to Albrook. Before we do that, though, let's go to the observation post. Let's see if they're saying anything different.
So, that's what Gestahl said. Team up with the Empire to look for the Espers.
Is it really safe to trust the Empire? I have an awfully bad feeling about this.
It does make sense.
We can't just leave the Espers alone. The war, it's really over? Alright, so all the returners just hanging out in Vector as it burns. Not trying to do anything about those fires, I see. Alright. Let's save. So we got some cool stuff. I didn't take a look yet. We got a Tintabellum. Oh, I remember this one. I have gotten this before. I don't know if at that, yeah, just casually chilling out in the Burning City. They're like, what I love in the Burning City is, this woman, like this little tiny house on fire, like, doesn't look good, right? She's just chilling. She's all good. She'll heal you if you talk to her. It's all good. Her place is burning around, but she's like the captain of the ship going down with it. Anywho, I don't know if I got the Tintabellum there in previous playthroughs of the game. There are ways to get a lot of things later, and then we got a ward ring, ward bangle. Actually, this might be, that's definitely a version of what I was talking about yesterday, where if you go, when we were doing the whole Mog dance thing, it lowers the rate of enemy encounters. So when you're in areas that it's just, excuse me, crappy enemies that you don't really want to fight, that's a good thing to have. I'm trying to remember Albrecht. Okay, so it is, we do want to go in there, but let's go to that observation post first. How's your morning going so far, Gino? I didn't know you were a early morning type of person. I've been up since 6:15, tried to play some Gran Turismo, but wasn't doing too hot, so I decided I did want to play this. I figured Josh is going to be playing his Elden Ring or stuff on the computer later on, as he does, so might as well get it in now. Ah, bummer. I'm sorry to hear that's why you're up. Back pains. No fun. Man, we got a lot of goodies here. Oh, little secret in the corner down there. I think that is everything in this little storeroom. Yeah, it looked really pretty. It's still funny on the OLED thing TV we have. It looks so dark. I don't know how he's playing it like that, but he seems to enjoy it. But it looks pretty when it's in daylight. All right. So I think we just want to keep advancing this with Albrecht. I'm gonna save here again, just since if I do happen to die, so I don't have to do that. Yeah, it's the black in that game on the TV is just like pitch black, which makes it look really nice, but to me, when you're playing a game that's in like a inside area, I'd definitely be adjusting the settings, but that's just me. We've pretty much in the past talked to everybody in this town. Let's see if people are saying anything really different. I think they said that before. I didn't really look. I think I missed getting some better gear in Narshi, but not really all that worried about it. Nice, yeah, I like that. I'd bet the TV has some kind of thing like that where you could maybe make a different save mode or something, a Tarkov mode. I'll have to tell Josh about that. Take a look at the TV myself. Maybe he likes playing it dark though. All right, let's go hop on this ferry to Albrook. General Leo's waiting for you. Ah, there you are. Another Imperial General and a man I hired back in town will be accompanying us as well. Oh, I wonder... Yes, Shadow. Let me introduce them. General Celis and Shadow. I better go get some water if Celis is going to be doing talking. She's the one that... She's the voice that gets me. Is something the matter? No, it's nothing. We depart tomorrow. In the meantime, I've arranged lodging for you at the inn. Please, try to get some rest. Celis! Well, this is going to be an awkward trip. Celis. What up, Shadow? I'm working for the Empire, but don't worry. They didn't hire me to kill you. Got some Magitech armor here. Keep out of the engine room. It's dangerous. I have a feeling we'll end up in the danger room, or the engine room at some point down the line. They're calling it out there. We need to find the Espers quickly so we can make peace with them. Alright, let's go find Celis. Actually, I'm going to take a step away for just a second. My coffee is cold, and I need to take a quick break. So let me see if I pop on this. Yep, there we go. Be right back. I will be right back in like 2 minutes. Okay, I am back. Took that opportunity to heat up the coffee and also grab water because, as mentioned, I think we're going to be doing a little bit of Seely's voice here. So I need to be well hydrated for that. She probably ran off to here. I could be wrong. General Leo already made arrangements for your stay here tonight, by all means. Well, nope, she's not there. Yeah, I don't know if... Is it ice that's going to help with that, or heat? I have both. I've got the warm coffee and the cold water, so I'll just destroy my voice. Here we go. Seely's. Please, why won't you talk to me? I know I doubted you, if only for a moment, but we can still be friends, right? Good to know. Ice for high. Makes sense. Yeah, she really is doing me a favor here. Keep it up, Seely's. Seely's. We'll just have the sad rest of the game with Seely's refusing to talk to anyone. I bet, let's see real quick if Shadow's in the bar. I feel like they'd probably send him there. Maybe he's still on the boat, but... no, looks like he must be at the boat. Okay. All right, let's go. The engines are all running smoothly, sir. We should arrive tomorrow morning. Why don't you rest until then? Gotta get prepared for some Terra voice too. Having trouble sleeping? I hear your emotions have returned.
It's strange, isn't it? The Empire used me, controlled my very thoughts, and now here I am, cooperating with the same people.
People are people. Not everyone in the Empire is like Kefka. So,
what about you?
I knew that you were being made to suffer through horrible experiments because of one of your parents was an Esper. Yet, I did nothing. I'm no better than Kefka.
If a human and an Esper can love one another, do you think a human and I could love each other?
Of course.
But I don't even know what it feels like to love someone.
You're still young. Someday you'll know. I'm sure of it.
want to know now. Who's there?
I was afraid it was going to be Seely's. It'd be the destroying my voice power hour.
I thought I would sleep out under the stars.
Did you hear what we were talking about?
I didn't mean to listen in.
So?
I can't help you. Those are answers you'll have to find for yourself. Terra. There are people in this world who've chosen to kill their own emotions. Remember that.
Shadow is one of my favorite characters. I really should, oh, yes. Really should do one of the art things of him next time I want to do a character. I love that he doesn't say a thing. He's just out of here.
The world's greatest treasure hunter reduced to this.
Yeah, it's pretty close to Oscar's. Oscar's food-hungry voice. Oscar's voice is a little bit more. I'd have to think of what Oscar's voice is like. He has given me the funniest look. He's on the couch behind me, and he's like, maybe opened his eyes a quarter of the way and is looking up at me, so he knows we're talking about him.
Rumor has it that the lost power of magic can still be found on Crescent Island, weak though it may be.
Need to find the Espers quickly so we can make peace with them. I think we pretty much just need to talk to Leo here.
We're almost to Crescent Island. When we make landfall, we'll split into 2 groups. I'll go with Seely's. Terra, you go with Lockie and Shadow. If you find any clues as to where the Espers may be hiding, report back at once. Let's go. Shadow.
I was going to say that scene with Lockie before. I remember Darius, who you've met, Gino, once when he was really young, had pretty much that experience on a boat. We went out on Lake Superior back when I lived in Michigan, and he got so sick on the boat. I felt so bad for him, but we were out. It was like a choppy day. We were doing this fishing thing. I still tease him about that from time to time. Uh-oh, here we go.
Lockie?
Come on. Thank you, Lockie. I didn't really want to do a whole bunch. Yep. Alright, Crescent Island. Let's save. I don't know if there's any reason. I'll save over that one because it's been a little while. Alright, and now let's go give Shadow some stuff. I'm always hesitant to put a lot of stuff on Shadow because he just kind of takes off now and again. So, I'm not gonna really mess with him right now. Yeah, I've trying to think. Seasickness, I don't know that I've ever had that necessarily, but I do feel I have a hard time if I'm riding in the back seat of a car, um, and it's turning a lot. Like, I remember actually once being with Josh's parents in very southern Washington, kind of across, the river from where they live, and his dad was doing this super windy road, and I was afraid I was going to get so sick. So I imagine it's that kind of feeling, but on a boat. Yeah, oh, I cannot read. No, I cannot read in a vehicle at all, especially the back seat. Even, and it's weird because I always figured it's like the movement of the light, but on occasion, even on an airplane or something, trying to read, I'll feel not great. But I've never felt really that way, like the stomach drop thing on airplanes or roller coasters. That doesn't really get me, but as I've gotten older, like definitely spinning, like a merry-go-round, any kind of spinning is kind of a no-go. Even to a degree, swings, it's very weird. And yeah, you probably did. They've probably taken you on that drive out towards like Goldendale or something, and then across to Mount Hood, or what's that, Hood River or something. Yeah. Anywho, yeah. So I think I did definitely when I was younger get sick after my grandpa's house. Like, luckily my dad was able to swerve onto the side of the road and we were in the middle of nowhere. Anywho. I love the snort attack that just banishes somebody from the battle. Okay, so I think this was the town that when we came earlier, everybody was not happy to see me.
Oh wow, we don't see many travelers around here.
Let's see if they'll sell me stuff. Welcome! Alright, yep, that's what I was missing before. I could buy golden shields a little earlier in the game. Buy our mystery veil. Let's see. Golden armor. Do we want her to have that? Sure. Trying to decide what... This power sash is pretty good because of all of those things it affects, whereas that just affects defense and magic defense. Let's buy 2 of these and none of those. Alright, so... Really? That's better than what she's got equipped right now? That's surprising. Even though he's not in the party, let's buy some darts for him. Alright, so... yeah, let's buy one of those for him. Guess we'll buy that for her. Oh, hey there, Charlie. Thanks for the follow. Oh, hey! Yes, the amazing voice acting. Good morning. Good morning. You just missed some voice acting. We're currently optimizing all the stuff. Yeah, you almost got to hear the Seeley's voice. I think that's Josh's favorite. Probably the fan favorite around here. She is a cross of Miss Piggy and Marge Simpson, is how I remember her. And yeah, I just decided to stream this morning. Josh is still asleep. As you well know, he is not a morning person. He's maybe starting to stir up there, but you know, I'm going to buy another pair of sprint shoes and actually put those on Shadow. So I don't care about that. It's so low cost. That way we can walk faster, and if he decides he's going to peace out on me, I'm not really down anything. Yes, she was on the ship. She had just a tiny bit of dialogue. She was part of the Empire here before, and so people aren't totally happy with her.
You're not getting in here.
What brings you young folks to see me?
Oh, that's right. He's the first time we've seen him. An elderly gentleman who has spent his whole life pursuing the secrets of monsters. This is Strago. So Jesse, I forget if you've ever played this game or seen it, but there are like a billion characters, so my voices, I've got a few that I remember how I do them, but a lot of times they'll change a little bit just because there's so many people.
Espers, haven't heard that word in years.
So, you know about espers?
Nope, can't say I do. Don't know a thing. Not one thing.
Something's fishy here.
Grandpa!
Hey! What do you think you're doing, young missy?
In her picture, she captures everything: forest, water, light, the very essence of the things she paints. This is Realm. So, Jesse, you've played Bravely Default, so you're going to see some... This is really the first game that I ever played, and that kinda is going to be along the lines of Bravely Default, where each of their characters have a unique thing that they can do. So, yeah.
Grandpa, who are they? Are they friends? Can they use magic too?
Shush!
What a cute doggy!
Back off. He bites.
I think Shadow's, I have to think of him as Batman.
Kind of raspy and mysterious. Go back to your room.
Why do I have to go to my room? You never let me have any fun.
Because I said so. Now shoo.
Fine.
This game was released somewhere around like 1995 or so. I'd have to look it up, but if I had to take a guess, I'd say right within plus or minus 2 years of 95.
Oh dear. She seems to have taken a liking to your dog. That child. My apologies. It's fine. He usually doesn't take to other people, though.
So, a little bit of lore, if I remember right. I think it's never confirmed in the game, but I think it's basically established afterwards that Shadow is actually Realm's dad, and so that's why the dog likes her. So just keep that in mind throughout. A little bit of spoilers, but again, it's never outright said, but I think if you keep an eye out, it's kind of implied throughout things.
Anyhow, I'm terribly sorry, but I really don't think I can be of any help to you folks.
I see.
We're just your ordinary, quiet little village. You're not gonna find anyone who knows about these Esper things here, I'm afraid.
Yeah, it's definitely a game of drama and intrigue.
Not in Thamasha.
There's something strange about this place.
Let's have a look around the village.
Thanks for your time.
Sorry I couldn't be more helpful. Interceptor.
Bye-bye.
Alright. See, now you're seeing I can walk super fast. Where did that voice come from?
Mama, I got an owie. All right, Kerr. Oh,
Hi there.
yo. Yes, I think I left the medicine in the curio cabinet. Mama, why won't you use cure on me?
She sounds an awful lot like Realm, but what can I say? Well, that was interesting. I wonder what is going on here. Oh, some fledgling lettuce and radishes. If Josh Bet were awake, he'd be commenting on my corn empire from Final Fantasy XIV, which is doing okay. It's had a little slowdown in the market.
Welcome, welcome. Magic, what's that?
Oh yeah, only good children get medicine. We would allow her to be cured. She seemed like she was more like, I don't know, 8 or 9, younger, not a 12-year-old. You know, Lockie has some beef with 12-year-olds. But I think he would help her out.
Have you talked to Old Man Strago? The innkeeper should be a little more reasonable once you have.
That's right, in this, I think at some point in the game, the innkeeper is willing to let you rent a room for like 30 grand a night or something.
Have you met Realm? She paints. I should see if she'd paint my picture.
I have met Realm. I'm trying to remember how we advance the story here, or if maybe we have to leave the town. So I think now we've gone mostly everywhere. Let's see if there is a town with like a secret area off to the side. It doesn't look like this one. Oh, enjoy your breakfast. Enjoy your breakfast there, Jesse. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a good weekend. We'll catch you around. Oh, what a beautiful day.
Interceptor, come back and play again sometime.
Alright, I think we must have to leave the town. I think we just met them here. I don't know, we could talk to the innkeeper, I guess, and see. Might be something where they offer to spend the night, and that's how we, yeah, I feel like this is gonna prompt a, oh, I remember now what it's gonna prompt. Yep, that's what we need to do. I've gotta help Realm. She's...
Something happened to Realm?
Yes, she was on fire, and then the flames spread to the neighbor's house, and... Oh, I can't even think straight anymore. Please, you'll have to help her. Shadow. Oh, Shadow's not having it. Interceptor, where did you go? Oh, now he's having it. I'm curious if I can I save my game? Let's do that just because it's been a hot minute. Alright. Critical fire. Now's when I go and level. Rope's in there! Realm! What are you doing? Flames be gone! Oh, he can use magic. Magic is forbidden!
Magic?
I don't care! Realm's inside! There's a lot of fire in this game, huh? The flames be gone! Mayor. All right, we really have no choice. Stand back. That lady come running all the way from Vector. Looked like the same woman in the house that her house was burning down. Maybe she's the one that sets all the fires. It's my new theory. We've got a pyromaniac old woman in this game. It's no use. The fire's too strong. They were stored an awful lot of flame rods in there. I'm going in. Yeah, elderly serial arsonist. I think it's her. I mean, she burned down that one, her little house. She was just chilling in there. She was fine with it. She shows up here. It was on fire. She got here, and now it's worse. She's probably in the back, like, you know, casting... She's probably the one that put all those flame rods in there.
Wait, I'll go with you.
Count me in, too. I'm not gonna let an old geezer go in there on his own. Who are you calling a geezer? I'm only 70 and fit as a fiddle. A geezer, he says. Yeah, I burned her. Yep, it's just future D in this game. Sorry as I gulped down coffee there. The fire's spreading fast.
Looks like this house could collapse at any second.
We have to hurry and find Realm. I thought there was a counter on this. Maybe it comes later. I thought this was one of those timed dealies. And I'm trying to remember what his... Yeah, that's right. He can do lore. Let's save that for a next battle, because these things don't look too... Did he just throw that weapon away, though? Is that how that works? No. Okay. Yeah, so he... I don't tend to use, what's-his-face a lot here. I'll show you now. He does magic, but it's different than the magic you can learn. I forget how he learns it. But yeah, pretty beefy for big groups of enemies. It's like elemental based. We'll have to see. I just do not remember how his stuff is learned. I wonder if it's oh, you know what I think it is? I think he is it's like a blue mage, it says up there. So yeah, when he's got some good AoE. So his is learned like normal blue magic in games now. When something is used on him that he's able to learn, I'm pretty sure that's how he learns. As opposed to like Gao, who is kind of a blue mage too, but his is more of like a monster abilities where he has to go off with them. So yeah, I think Strago will learn stuff as if you keep him in the party. Again, he and Realm both tend to be characters I don't use a ton, but there are definitely good situations, depending on bosses, or like this where the 6 balloon stuff, you know, it's obviously built for Aqua Breath to be used. Should probably just do the speed battles and... Yeah, basically, if you're in an area where there are a bunch of magic using monsters, could be good to have him in it. And you know, I bet we could... I always forget about this too, so the formation, we could probably bump him to the back. I think Laki's weapon attacks the same in the front and the back, but we'll just leave him where he is for now. Oh, see, I do that, and it reverses the order of back attack anyway. Oh! Let's just straight up attack on all of these. I do kind of want to save his mental power for... At the end of this, we've got a fire-based boss. Since they seem to be doing a pretty good job on the whole with killing those bombs. I'm still... I remember a different part in the game that had a timer, but I was still always thinking that this area did as well. got up here? Let's go see this other door real quick first. That looks like another choice area. Yeah. A flame rod. Now we could, I wonder, I'm trying to remember in this game if, she can't do flame rod. Interesting. I always thought Terra was, could be set up to be magic based. I guess with the ice rod. I guess not. She can only use, like swords and stuff. This looks like a pre-boss area, so let's top everyone off with health. We could have equipped Strago. I didn't do that yet. And you know what maybe we should use for him right now is a earring that boosts magic. And we'll give him two earrings if I can. Yeah, there we go. They're better as a pair. That way, if it affects his lore, which I don't know if it does or not, but if it affects that aqua breath, that could be good. Is this what started the blaze? Alright. Aqua breath is going to come in handy here. Ooh, a fire. I should have probably yeah, it is super effective. I think it's always gonna... I was thinking it was gonna always retort with that fire, but I think... Here, let's see how... I think it's not gonna... Oh, I don't have... I don't have Blizzard learned by her. Let's see how Blizzard does on it by Loki. Oh, not bad. Let's have her keep doing that. I think we can just speed up the battle. Let's keep doing that. We'll do Blizzard from him. Actually, I'm going to attack with him. I don't know that Blizzard was doing a whole lot more. And I guess I didn't need to heal there, but yeah, about the same. Oh, actually not too bad. Yeah, that aqua breath, very good against flames, as we know. The realm, where are you? Realm! Oh no, we're too late. Yeah. Usually the key to that. Luckily they weren't too difficult of bosses. Shadow finally makes his appearance to get his dog back and single-handedly slices through fire. Time to get out of here. I'll use a smoke bomb. Are you okay?
Yeah, thanks, Grandpa.
These folks are the ones you should be thanking.
Thank you.
I guess our little secret is out now. Everyone in this village can use magic, can't they? So, what is this place? This is the village of the Magi. A long, long time ago, humans used magicite to acquire magical powers. Those who gained this ability came to be known as the Magi. I didn't think there were any Magi left in the world. After the War of the Magi, the Espers fled to a new world beyond the sealed gate. They wished to live in peace, without fear of their powers being used by others. That only left humans in this world, and the ordinary ones feared the Magi's power. The horror of the war was still fresh in their minds. That fear soon sparked an inquisition. Magi were hunted down and executed. Oh, there were trials, of course, but they were merely for show.
Even though the only difference was that they could use magic.
The few who managed to escape took up shelter here. They were our ancestors. Our powers have weakened as our Magi blood has thinned, but they remain in some form or another.
If you're up to it, do you think you would be willing to help us?
You said you were looking for some espers, right? Well, I owe you one for saving Realm. I'll help you find your espers.
I want to go too!
I think not, young lady.
Fuddy-duddy!
But where do we start? If they came this way, they may be hiding in the mountains to the west. Why there? Those mountains are teeming with magical energy. According to legend, they're a sacred place to the espers.
Perhaps the magic drew them there after they went berserk.
It's worth a look. Shadow just doesn't. He just does the, what do you call that? The French exit. It's like my energy. I'm done.
Fuddy-duddy!
Hey, good morning there, brave Milo. Joshbet is still sleeping, but I decided to do a little streaming before all the chaos starts up later today by you and Reza and others. Let's see if there's a shout out for Brave Milo. If you are not, yes, getting the chaos started early. I actually have my Chaos Noreza mug that I was drinking coffee from which I am now out of said coffee, but I'm sure Jaykn8 will be stirring soon. This is about the Jaykn8 waking hour, so yeah, we've been doing some story. We went and hung out with the Emperor to start the day. He claims to want peace now. We took a boat to Elbrook, and now we met Strago and Realm and are trying to find the Espers. So that's what's been going on. Strago is a new character. His ability is blue magic, so he actually had a really good aqua based thing. So there's Strago. Helped the building to the right, you can see that looks all jacked up, was on fire. So he helped, Shadow helped get Realm out of the fire, as did all the...
Don't get the wrong idea. I just wanted my dog back.
You're leaving?
I'll search for the Espers my own way.
There's Realm. So I don't know if... I forget how familiar you are, Braid Milo, with Final Fantasy VI, but since we're not doing a spoiler-free run or anything, and I don't think it's ever actually shown in the game, but Shadow is basically Realm's dad, is the theory, and I think it's been confirmed. So the dog likes her. The dog does not like anybody else. Yeah, you were not seeing a speed run with me. You were seeing a slow, like, probably the longest run you will ever see of this game. So, anywho, that's a bit of what, keep in mind whenever you see Shadow and the dog and Realm interact. That's what's going on there, I think.
Interceptor.
Alright, so there's the burnt down husk of a house.
Wah! My house burnt down!
I mean, technically it's still standing, so not down. But yes, your house is burnt, and that's no fun. Okay, so I think... Did we already equipped Strago? Yep, see, Shadow took off, so he has those sprint shoes, but like I said, I'm not too worried about it at this point. What did Strago have equipped? I bet he can use rods. Yeah, he can, but if I optimize him, let's go take a quick peek. Now that he's in the party, to see if we need to buy any additional stuff, which actually I will buy a Gaia gear for him. And... could buy a Morning Star for him. Which actually isn't a bad idea, because those... oh, excuse me. His blue magic is pretty hefty on the MP cost, so let's actually equip him with some physical dealing stuff. And let's go save the game, and then I am gonna take a real quick break to address that lack of coffee issue, and that I know Jaykn8 will be getting up soon. So, let's see. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. Okay, so I just saved, right? I'm gonna put up the break screen, but I am also gonna go put on my favorite, not my starting song, but my other, let's put on some Techno de Chocobo. I'm gonna go make some coffee. And yeah, I'll be right back in a few minutes. Thank you all for being here. Enjoy the techno. I'm going to put up the Be Right Back. So, yeah, see you in a few minutes. Okay, yes, that song is definitely a jammer. One of my favorites. Oh, and that was perfect timing. We just heard the whole thing of it. All right, I got water starting to boil for coffee. So yeah, it's interesting the number of tradition things between music and just recurring characters. Biggs, Wedge, Sid, obviously. A number of items, you know, kind of the weapons. There's a good amount of stuff. The Esper names like Ifrit and Shiva, how many of them have been in basically every game once they were introduced. Definitely lots and lots of lore and all sorts of stuff. Alright. Milo, if you're still here, what time are you planning on starting your chaos today? Your normal 11 o'clock, or are you starting early? 11? Cool. Okay, awesome. Yeah, I figured I'll play a bit this morning. I'd scheduled some time for tomorrow as well, but yeah, I tend to, as you know, be pretty active in the morning, so I just figured, what the heck, I want to play this game. I'm sure Josh will be playing some Elden Ring, whether or not he streams it later today. I think he was talking about maybe doing some stuff. Oh yeah, you have a good evening last night with the youths? Have a good dinner and all that? But yeah, I figured I'd get some Nice. Awesome to hear that. Figured I'd get some early morning Final Fantasy in before the Day of Chaos starts up. Ooh, 12:30. Those times I vaguely maybe remember being woken up from falling asleep on the couch at 12:30. I fell asleep. I don't know what time I fell asleep last night. I definitely fell asleep down there. Yep, I've had those evenings before, being the only sober one out of a bunch of youth. It's been a while since I've had that experience, but definitely been there. Well, I'm glad it sounds like it was a good time. Enjoy your nice, relaxing morning, hopefully. Hopefully you got some... Oh, definitely, no shade on that. Can be fun times in hilarious ways, but yeah, I hope you're having a good morning. I'm gonna run away from this thing, I think, or let's try some magic. Well, he's out of here. Let's see if it likes this Aqua Blast. Nice breakfast burritos. We're gonna, like I said, Josh. Ooh, Aqua Breath definitely worked on that. That was super duper effective. Josh Bet is gonna have. He doesn't know this, but I'll make some quiche, not homemade. I was at Costco the other day, and they've got a good quiche pack there. Realm, is that you? So I bought that, and we're gonna have quiche. Making my coffee. I have to keep an eye out. I'm gonna have to step away once it looks like it's boiling, which is not quite yet. But yeah, I was gonna say, I bet Aqua Breath is gonna be the wrong decision there, because that thing is a plant, and so water probably does not hurt it. But yep, we're just, no big plans this weekend, besides watching Chaos, playing games. I might try and do some adulting, some chores, and all that kind of fun stuff. But it's kind of a crazy week on my end, so definitely looking forward to it's kind of a relaxing weekend. So I'm trying to... How are we doing on Espers these days? I forget what I have equipped on them. We've got Kieran for that Kira. I don't like that one doesn't give any levels up. Oh. Let's give him something that at least gets us a little bonus. She's got that one. I wish that you could quick tab in this, like do the left-right, like you can switch between characters, but for whatever reason you can't. I don't like that. Yeah, let's give him Bismarck, so he's learning some rays. Okay, I think we can always come back here if I don't go the right way, so let's chase Realm. Let's go check that out.
Are these statues of the Warring Triad?
Actually having a hard time with Strago's voice. It is making me want to cough. It's probably a sign I'm destroying my voice, but...
The Warring Triad?
There's writing chiseled into these things. Yeah, I'm trying to do like a breathy older sounding voice with him, and it's definitely oops. They're the legendary gods who created the power we know as magic. Didn't mean to bump whatever Lockie had said there before. So, they're the gods of magic? You could say that.
This place is brimming with magic.
Those three gods are the creators of magic, meaning they also created the Espers. It's said that the Espers once enshrined images of the gods in a holy place. This must be it.
The Espers must have been drawn here by the magic of these statues.
So, what happened to the gods after they made the Espers? Supposedly, they tired of fighting and turned themselves into stone. Legend has it they can be found beyond the sealed gate, resting in their eternal slumber.
I wonder if their magic is what connects the gate to the Esper world. If the Espers were drawn here by these statues, they could be just up ahead.
It's worth a look. Alright, you know where I'm not going right now because oh! Ultros!
Ha ha ha! These shiny golden statues are all mine! Now I'll finally be able to get some respect from Siegfried. Oh, they're all glowy and sparkly. So pretty.
Hey, Squid Brain, don't you ever learn?
Oh well, Mama always says I was a slow learner, but at least I never give up. I thought you would see me again. You ain't out of my grasp yet.
See if he has anything else to steal. I don't think so. Let's try using some Fire on him. I feel like he's not gonna like Fire. We'll just... I think I remember what happens with this battle. There's some tentacles. Fire and lightning? Yeah, probably. He did not like Fire, no, that is fact. Yeah, I think magic stuff.
I know what you're thinking. Man, that was cheap. Sorry. So sorry.
Let's try using this Revenge Blast. Although he's probably going to get healed before it goes off, huh? Alters his use... Oh, crap.
Grandpa, I followed you here.
Realm! I thought I told you to stay home.
I wanted to practice my drawing.
And 1 second, let me go check on this water that's been boiling on the stove. Not gonna put up the be right back, but I'll be right back in like 10 seconds. Okay. Water was in fact ready, so now French press is brewing, which I am happy about.
I wanted to practice my drawing. I'm a budding virtuoso after all. Hey there, what's your name?
How dare you ask me my name? As if anyone wouldn't already know the great Ultros.
A pint-sized virtuoso? And an egotistical octopus? Do I even want to know what's next?
Hey, Alti! Why don't you pose so I can draw your picture?
Alti? The nerve of this brat! Look, I'm not one of your kitty friends, and I don't want a stinking portrait.
Forget it then. I don't want to draw your picture anyway. It's okay. I'll just jump off this ledge, then everyone will be happy. No, Rem, don't jump. How dare you tease a girl like that?
Now I'm all messed up between Realm's voice and Terra's.
How dare you tease a girl like that?
Yeah, I know, right? Quite, it's definitely a response.
If anything happens to her, I'm not gonna forgive you.
I mean, I didn't. Well, geez, what do you want me to do?
Let her draw your picture. Maybe she'll even make you look good. I'm not cut out for this sort of thing.
Oh, all right. Uncle Alti really wants you to draw his picture.
You're gonna love it.
Enough chatter, Realm. Get over here. Wait your turn, Realm. And Terra did. How can this be? I'm just a washed up old octopus.
Hey, did you see me? Wasn't I great? I'd be way more useful than Gramps.
Gramps?
It wouldn't hurt to bring her along, would it?
Oh, all right already. Not like you to stay at home when you're told anyway.
Yay!
All right. Terra did. Do we have magic to bring her back? I don't think anybody does yet. She probably does have magic to bring her back, but we are going to use Phoenix down. Alright, and then... Yep, Uncle Alti. quick realm. So as you're seeing, she can paint pictures, which duplicates the monster and attacks itself. Realm probably is the character I use the absolute least in this game. But, yeah. And we will give her a chain flail. We know if I go up ahead, that's where we're supposed to go. So you know that's not the way I'm gonna go. Because I want to see if there's any other goodies in this area. So we know... Here, we'll see her sketch ability. We saw it with Ultros there a bit, but yeah, see, she paints the enemy and then it does an attack that it is in its moveset at random, I think is how it works. Let's give her an Esper too. Let's give her that Kieran, just because I want to have Kieran that for her to use, and since she is not likely to be a character that I'm gonna power level or anything in this game, so I'm not worried about her not gaining an ability at level up. And actually, you know what? Before I go do that, since we did a good amount of story with Ultros, let's go just pop out here real quick and save. How are we doing on... let's use a tent. Well, that town's not far away, is it? Can I get there going up top? No. I'll just use a tent, whatever. Get a little bit of health back, a little bit of mental points. Might actually fully restore it too. Yeah, at this level. I don't think it always does, but save our game. Alright. So now I'll go to this left one, go find out where that goes. Kind of goodies, if anything, is over here. Oh, okay. So apparently that just goes in a big circle. So I guess maybe we do have to go forward through that other area. Say he won the leech battle, it looks like. Let's just seeing if I missed anything, but it does not look like I did at all. That just goes completely in a circle. I guess we got the save game out of going back there, which there's probably a save point up ahead anyway, but that's okay. You know, actually I should move Realm to the back row because Sketch, I don't think it matters where you are, and then that way if she gets hit physically, let's put the both of them back there. They're kind of, feel kind of squishy. Let's see, is there happen to be a secret over here? I don't have the thing on right now that shows hidden passages. I think there's a relic that does. Okay, another quick second. I'm gonna go fill up this Chaos coffee mug with some coffee because it's been brewing now for a good bit, so give me 15 seconds, be right back. Okay. So it looks like we do have to go forward through that area. I was thinking there was something else in this cave, but I think I'm wrong. Alright, he has leveled up that. Let's give him Unicorn, because again, not someone that I tend to really power level, so I'm not as worried about the bonus. Let's give her, or no, Blocky's got it. I was thinking of someone else that had it. Yeah, let's give her Modine. Or Mauden. I think, if I'm remembering correctly, is actually her dad, Maudine. In reverence towards the gods were these statues made, and in prayer that their power would never again be stirred. Let them serve as a warning to future generations of the three gods who once descended from the heavens. The dawn of magic. Three gods descended from the heavens, fearing one another's power. The gods began to war. Those mortals caught amongst their fighting became espers and were forced to fight endlessly as slaves to the gods. I think this is the order it's supposed to go in. So in reverence towards, we read this. There it is, though, for seeing it. Here's the final. Realizing their power begot naught but strife, the gods at last agreed to seal away their strength. With the last of their fading magic, the gods return the Espers free will, then turn themselves to stone. The last words they left to the Espers were these: "Never must we be woken." And there's the save point. I should have gone ahead. Oh well. So, yep, one of these rooms. So we're gonna have trap doors, and we're gonna fall to somewhere. Let's see where we fall to. So we'll do this one. Okay. Looks like this one only has one option, although I think that thing to the bottom left, we can actually jump down. Let's see where this leads us. Oh crap, I didn't want to go here. Yeah, I might... I wanted to do some more exploring first. Accidental advancement, yes, and that's what I'm trying to think of real quick if I want to go back, because I think I know what's going to happen. But give me one quick second. Let me check on something real quick. I'm going to stay on mic. What I'm wondering is if I just advance story, am I going to miss a lot? My guess is no. Let's see. Top ends approach. Sorry, I'm just taking a look at what we would get if yeah, that's what I'm thinking I'm gonna do, is a quick reset. So let's just speed through this, where I'll do the voices later. We're just gonna, because it's locked me out of being able to do anything here for a quick reset from the save point, because I want to go in those other trapdoors first. So, unfortunately, we're going to see this all again. I'm just going really fast because of that. I wish you could get out of cutscenes, but... Sorry about this. I could probably, like, force the game to close and do all of that, but I'm just gonna try and get back to that save point. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, no. Hold on. Hold on. I am gonna hard kill this. Okay. Let's see, and I probably broke everything now. Okay. Yeah, I didn't want to do that, but I just realized there might be some... I didn't like that speed running through that. And of course, like I said, the items aren't super great that I'll miss, but I like collecting stuff, so... And I think that this is another area that once you go away from it, you actually can't come back to. So that accidental advancing of story was like a permanent decision. It wasn't just an area you can come back to. Got a chocobo suit. And that's the thing too, like I said, I probably won't use it, but that's some bigger numbers and it's kind of fun. A chocobo suit brings out one inner chocobo. Loving that chocobo song right now, so I do want that. And then what we got here, got a tabby suit, a cat. Let's see if the old man can wear a tabby suit. Cat suit that negates poison damage. I love it. Cat. And speaking of cat, guess who just jumped up on me? Mr. Oscar is over here. He wants his other half of food, and he's going to do his annoying thing where he is going to march around on my lap and refuse to lay down and just spin and be kind of a pest, but...
Good morning, Brave Milo.
That's Oscar's voice. Hi, buddy. Well, he's sitting at least, so... He was summoned by the tabby suit. Okay, so... We got that. I think I can jump down from here. Go back and see what that other trapdoor... Door number 3. What does door number 3 hold for us? Alright, what have we got here? Treasure chest. X potion. I'll take it. Alright, that hard reset was worth it for the chocobo suit, the tabby suit, and the X potion. I think you can get the chocobo suit and the tabby suit some other way, but it involves stealing it from a certain enemy or doing another thing later in the game. Again, it's not like it's endgame gear, but it's fun gear, so that's what matters. Alright, so I'm going to resave again, and then we will go and do the actual story that I was kind of speeding through with the espers. I caught a little bit of it, but did not catch it all, so. Alright. Go talk to some espers. Alright, here we go. Oh, after another battle. Alright, here we go.
Is this an Esper?
All sorts of different Esper sprites.
What are they doing?
I had no idea there were this many.
Gramps, take Realm and get out of here. Oh, they're back. Wait!
What is it?
I sense incredible magic power in Terra. No, it's more than just magic.
I hope she's not gonna go ballistic again. You're different from the others. You possess the same power we do. I can feel it.
Yes.
You're all young Espers from the world beyond the gate, aren't you?
Entering this world is forbidden, but we wanted to do something for our friends who'd been turned to magicite. We all gathered at the gate, and just then Terra appeared.
I could feel the strength of your emotions from the other side of the gate.
When Terra opened the gate for us, we were finally able to escape. But the moment we stepped into your world, we lost all control of our powers. We destroyed an entire city, attacked people who had done no wrong.
The same thing happened to me. When that power suddenly stirred inside me, I had no control over it.
There must be something in your world that dampens your powers. Freed of those reins, your powers ran wild.
It seems even we Espers can lose our senses and do unforgivable things. I'm truly sorry. The Empire wants to make peace with you. Why don't you come with us?
They would forgive us?
Let's head back to Thamisha and meet with General Leo.
Right.
General Leo. Loki, it seems you found the Espers. I owe you a debt of gratitude. I am General Leo, a general of the Empire. Might I have your name? I am Yura. My voice sounds a lot like yours, General Leo. What we have done to your people is inexcusable. We are in no position to ask your forgiveness, but... Speak no further. We did not seek to chastise you for past mistakes. It is we who ought to be ashamed.
We thought of you only as a means by which to wage war. How close we came to bringing about a second war of the Magi. We must put all this behind us. Oh, don't speak, Seelies. I don't know if I've got it in my voice to do it. Stay quiet. I think our work is finally done. It looks like true peace is finally upon us.
Let's go back to Vector!
Seelies.
Please, don't say anything!
Oh no. They're all gonna talk. This is gonna get rough.
Those two are hot and heavy, huh, Grandpa?
They're young, dear. Ha 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 ha. Oh, everybody's happy. Or are they? Uh-oh. Yes. Chaos.
How about a little Magitech mayhem?
Kefka, what do you think you're doing?
Emperor's orders! I'm to turn all these espers into magicite. Behold, a magicite motherlode!
Brutal. Yeah, I need to get Joshbet to make some commands. We need the Kefka laugh.
How pathetic! This little hamlet has too much boring and not enough burning. Torch everything!
Again, Gino, wherever I go, there's buildings on fire. Kefka, no!
Shut up!
General Leo. This is what he's got. Can't change anything. I think I know what to do, but I just enjoy the song too much to see. Let's see, can I make them stop? General Leo, prepare to meet your end. You will go no further. He's got a shock attack. Pretty sweet. It does 0. I might end up being dead here, I don't know. Okay, I think I need to run away. Okay, that Guardian's... It's no use. I'd better fall back for the time being. So, can't attack them. Let's go have a little chat with Mr. Kefka. Kefka! I can no longer stand by while you commit these atrocities. Got a nice little 4 attack. Let's do a shock on Kefka. Let's do shock again.
Ah, Leo! Ever the consummate soldier!
Where are you, Kefka? Show yourself.
Yes. Doll. I need you here.
Leo! My liege! I'm sorry I had to deceive you, Leo. It was the only way to get the Magicite. You understand, don't you? But Emperor, don't say anything. I understand how you feel.
That's right. Our top priority is collecting Magicite now.
But my liege, then what have I been fighting for? Leo, I'd like you to take a well-earned rest. A very, very long rest.
What? You thought you actually hit me? That was an illusion, just like my Gestahl. You really are a slow one. And always such a little goody two-shoes.
Kefka, you're insane.
I'll tell your liege I had to dispose of a traitor.
Yep, I think you're right, Milo.
Die! Die! Die!
He has taken a dirt nap.
What? What is this? I feel tremendous power. Wave after wave of pure magical energy.
Uh-oh, more espers.
Hang on, we're coming to help. Hurry! Faster!
They really loved showing off this type thing back in the day, huh? This was like the equivalent of a cutscene. Making the map move all around, spinning.
Oh, you all showed up for my party. I wasn't expecting you guys, gals, whatever. But I'm so happy to see you. After all, you brought me more presents. And they're all just what I wanted. Magicite! Well, I wouldn't want to turn you all down after you came all this way. First, let's neutralize those pesky powers of yours. Now, little espers, let's see those presents. You want to take me on? Fine, here I am!
Well, Ifrit. Although, I feel like we already have Ifrit. Yeah, lots of the drama is really ramping up here this early morning, huh?
You thought you could defeat me? How rich! Come to me, my magicite pretty! Come and help me build the magic tech empire of Kafka!
Bonk.
Oh, it's warm to the touch! What a lovely treasure! What a joke! I didn't know you espers were such wimps! This isn't even fun! Time to wrap things up!
Just all the magicites at once. Look at them all.
This should be plenty of magicite! Now, all I need to do is claim that final treasure beyond your precious sealed gate! I just can't believe it! General Leo! People only seem to want power, don't they? Do they really want to be like me? I wanted you to teach me so much more. Interceptor, that's a nasty wound.
Not only Leo, but Shadow too, curse the Empire. That'll have to do for now, buddy.
You're so sweet! Don't worry, your friend Realm will take care of you.
Now, I'm worried about Edgar and the others back in the Empire.
I hope they're all right.
Alright, what's going on with the rest of the party? Looks like they got the airship moving again. That is good. It had taken a nasty crash last time we saw it. We've been had! The Emperor is a liar! It was all a trap! Thanks to King Edgar, we managed to escape before the trap was sprung. Good work, Edgar. The lady who brought us tea tipped me off to the whole crooked plot. I'd barely finished exchanging pleasantries with her when she just blurted it out. Pleasantries? Did you think I could be so rude as to meet a lady and not make any moves at all? It was a matter of courtesy, dear brother. Courtesy. General Leo's dead. Kefka murdered him. Sir Leo? Dead? What a terrible waste. He was one of the few people in the Empire who truly understood. We need to rethink our plans. Let's return to the airship. Would you mind if I accompanied you? And you would be? He's from this village.
He's a descendant of the Magi. He'll be useful to have along.
The Empire has abused its power for the last time. We cannot allow them to get away with this.
I want to go too!
I think not, young lady. We can't have kids getting in our way.
Who do you think you are, trying to tell me what to do, you overfed muscle man?
Kid's got quite a lip.
I'm gonna paint your picture!
No, Rome, stop! Oh, right already. Not like you'd stay at home when you're told anyway.
Yay!
All right, let's go.
What's wrong, lover boy?
How old are you?
10. Why? Weirdo! I'm going on ahead, okay?
They grow up faster than you think. You'll break a few hearts when you're older, kid. Alright, that was a lot of people in one place. Alright, let's think about things. Yeah, definitely. Thanks for being here this morning, Milo. Looking forward to your stream. Thanks for the lurk. Thanks for joining. I'll keep going for a little tiny bit more, I think. Josh Bet should be waking up soon. He's probably starting to stir up there. But let's go. Oh, here we go. We needed to go into here to advance story.
The Imperials were heading for the sealed gate.
Said they'd found some statues or something.
It couldn't be.
Oh, looks like we have more story here.
Oh, those half-witted espers, to think they would open the gate for us themselves. The warring triad is waiting just beyond that door. I need only to reach out and claim it for my own, and all my dreams will be fulfilled. Hurry it up!
Oh, Emperor Gestahl and Kefka causing issues.
What's wrong, Dara? The island, something's happening. The earth is crying out.
That's no good.
Mwahaha! So this is the power of the warring triad. With this and my magicite, the world will be mine to command.
The source of all magic, the Warring Triad.
Those things?
They're said to have turned themselves into stone facing one another. That way, each one's powers would be neutralized by those of the other two. If the three were ever moved out of their perfect alignment, the resulting power imbalance would destroy the world as we know it.
What?
Alright, so we've got us an airship. There is now a floating continent. Let's see. I think... Let's form a party of Edgar, Celis, Locky, and Sabin for right now. Gonna unequip people not in the party. And yeah, I think we could start checking out. I'm trying to remember the floating continent. Let's save real quick before I go and do anything. I'm trying to remember if the floating continent, if you can fully just turn around whenever you want and come back to the airship, or if it's only at one certain point. I just flat out do not remember. Also, let's actually head to Narshi, because I think that there was some additional stuff I could get there when the returners decided they were going to actually join us instead of not doing that, or fighting against us. Let's go check real quick and just see. Yep, see, they've started selling new things in preparation for the war. So let's go see what new goodies we might have. It's like for the most part, nothing crazy good there. Although, what is that secret? Is that the room we can sleep in for free or something back here? I feel like there's, yeah, I was gonna say something back there, but couldn't remember what. Actually, give me 1 second. We'll be right back. Okay. Let's go check the armor shop real quick. Where is that? Well, I guess there's this other relic shop. We can go check there. Nothing crazy. Oh, yeah, the armor shop is all the way up here. I guess we could buy another golden shield for Edgar, since we've got him in the party right now. And yeah, that's about it. Okay. So let's save, and we'll go check out and see. I think the floating continent, I think you can go down right at the beginning. How do I... Okay, now this is going to be a problem. I'm trying to remember how I... Oh, I need to press Y. That's right, get back to this. And then I'm going to say this. Alright, let's find a way onto that thing. Let's form a party of 3. Everyone else below deck. Party of 3, huh? Let's do Edgar, Tara, and... let's go with Sabin for right now. Well, battle at the big bridge. All sorts of stuff attacking it. Uh-oh! It's the Imperial Air Force! They've got us surrounded. We're gonna have to engage them. Surrounded. Alright. We know what he's gonna use. Let's use Aura Cannon. She's gonna do some cure. Okay, we'll cure in between. Won't let me use cure on all of them. Curing in between while I can. Something strange ahead. That little pink thing with a yellow butt. Still at full health? Yeah, we actually came out of that one at full health. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Still back there. Uh-oh. Ultras again.
This is our last battle.
Let's see. He does not like fire, if I remember correctly. We'll use... eye drops.
But today I brought along a buddy of mine, Mr. Typhoon. Come on down. He's not so great with words, but his strength will blow you away.
Man, this battle is not going so hot. I might need to actually do some level upping before.
Tried not to make him mad. He gets hungry when he's irritated, and you look like tasty little snacks.
Man, this tentacle is just killing me. Ah, man, I might be in trouble. I think I need to learn Kira with her. He knows Kira. Can I suplex him? Put her into trance mode. We're just gonna keep hammering away like this for a little bit. Yeah, she loves using Cure. Oh, it was a unwinnable battle, I think. Oh, that's right, this thing. So we're falling and fighting. Oh, good morning. Guess who just got up? Let's take out this missile bay. We've got the elusive Jaykn8 waving, saying hi to everyone. Jaykn8 is up at the bright and early hour of 11 a.m. as Jaykn8 does. He's saying something, but I can't hear him right now. Yes, magic missile. I think I need, I'm probably gonna die here. I think I need to Probably do a little bit of leveling up. Let's see if... Yeah, I'm not doing so hot. That's okay. I mostly came here to... because I couldn't remember what it takes to get on the continent. He's gonna use Kira on himself. Okay, maybe we'll be okay. Really that one that gets me when he does that I should probably be going for trying to kill the main body too, and just am not. Trying to take out this laser gun. There we go. Now we can really focus on the Air Force. Yes, I have played Super Mario RPG. It's a really great game. I played that a little bit after that came out, around the time of this game, or a little bit after it. And so I remember playing that one on Super Nintendo, and then I think I played that one again a few years ago. They released it on one of the, like, the Switch or something. But yeah, Mario RPG is a great game. I'm assuming you've played that before. You can take that and plug it in. Joshpet is grabbing laptop, so when you see Jaykn8 talking, that'll be Josh. And we're actually at perfect timing here for, there is a save point. Let's go grab Shadow.
Filthy double-crossing Empire. Tried to off me the second I'd served my purpose.
Shadow, we thought you were dead. One of the songs stuck from Mario. RPG in your head, what song?
Is Interceptor all right?
There's coffee made, Josh.
He's fine. Come on, let's go. Just leave me here.
Sorry, that's not happening. Alright, so we got Shadow. And yeah, I was saying this is actually perfect timing because I can save here. So now we are on the the floating continent. We've done those. I'm trying to remember if, no, it must be, okay, I'm glad there's that save point because you cannot, in fact, head back down below right here. I know for a fact there is somewhere later on in here, but one of the village songs, like one of the yeah, I remember that game had some pretty good songs. But yeah, Brave Milo should be starting up pretty soon with his stream. So let's just make sure everybody's Clock Town. I kind of vaguely remember what you're talking about. Do you want me to get you coffee, Josh? Josh is over here. I'll let him chat with you I will go grab him coffee real quick. Give me 1 second. Okay, got Josh his coffee. Yeah, he made a 7 a.m. dentist appointment yesterday, which is what I do too, but his is much further away than the dentist I go to. Alright, so... let's give Shadow, let's give him a little bit of HP buff. So we've got a morning thing, and I'm going to keep an eye out for Brave Milo going live. Once we see that Brave Milo is live, we will go raid him and end my stream for the day. I know Josh Betts maybe gonna play some Elden Ring today. Maybe he might play, might stream later, but not sure. But yeah, just kind of a chilling out day on our end. Looks like he's not quite live yet. So let's see what the enemies are like here. If I remember right, this area can really be kind of a pain. That's why I was kind of waiting. I don't know, we did this battle, I'm going to see if I can get through here, but as you can see, Shadow is already dead. Monstro Town, I think I do remember that song, Gino, in Super Mario RPG. I definitely need to learn Raise. Okay, I do have it. Just so we're not burning through all of our MP here. So as you can see, we've got quite a bit of ways to go. The floating continent's pretty big. Also, I think it's that I'm making sad song. Aptly named, huh? And these enemies are beefy here. Oh, cool. Brave Milo is live. Thank you for that, Josh. Alright, we are just gonna go return to title screen. And yeah, I think that's it for me. Thank you all for joining this morning. Thank you, Gino, for being here. Hope your back feels better. Thanks, Brave Milo, Jesse, any people lurking or talking. Appreciate it. I am going to put on my outro little Chocobo techno music as I try to figure out how to raid. So, hope you all have a good weekend. And yeah, I'll probably stream tomorrow for some more Menu Madness. I might play some today of just kind of exploring the continent. That looks like a good area for me to do some leveling and stuff off stream, but cool. Alright, well, yeah, no problem. Thank you for being here. See you all later. We are going to raid Brave Milo, so stick around, have fun on his stream. Going to be a lot of chaos today. He's playing a Final Fantasy Origin game. So, alright, that's it for me. See ya.